So our today's chapter is force and pressure. Before starting the chapter, I want to show you something. Watch me carefully. Students, let's consider this is a door. This is a door. See what I am doing? I am opening the door. To open it, I am pulling. To open the door, I am pulling. And to close the door, I am pushing. Right? So this is called force. Force is to pull and to push. Once again I am repeating. Force is to pull and to push. Hello students, hope you are doing well. Today we are going to start a new chapter, force and pressure. As I have mentioned in my video that pull or push is known as force. SI unit of force is Newton, which is denoted by capital N. Depending upon interaction between force and the object, force are classified as contact force and non-contact force. In figure 1, you can see a football player is kicking the football to score. This is an example of contact force. In figure 2, you can see apples are falling from apple tree. Apple falls because the earth attracts objects downward due to the force of gravity. Similarly, in figure 3, a magnet attracts iron nails towards itself by applying magnetic force. These are an example of non-contact force. Let's discuss contact force. It is a force which can be applied only when it is in contact with an object. Example of contact force are muscular force and frictional force. Let's define muscular force. It is a force that results due to the action of muscles. It can be applied to the objects only when it is in direct or indirect contact with the object. In figure 1, you can see a horse is used to run a cart by applying muscular force. Similarly, in figure 2, you can see a buffalo is plowing a farm by applying its muscular force. Let's define frictional force. It is a force that acts along the two surfaces in contact and opposes the motion of one object over another. You can see in the given figure a ball is rolling on the ground, is gradually slows down and finally comes to rest due to the force of friction. Let's define non-contact force. It is a force which can be applied without any contact with an object. Some examples of non-contact force are magnetic force, electrostatic force and gravitational force. Let's define magnetic force. It is a force that is exerted by a magnet on another magnet or any other magnetic materials. It is an example of non-contact force because there is no any physical contact with the material. Actually, this force is due to the magnetic field which is developed around the magnet. In this figure, you can see a magnet which is having two poles. One is south pole and another is north pole. So when two magnets are brought together, like pole repel each other and unlike pole attract each other without any contact between these two magnets. Electrostatic force. It is defined as a force exerted by a charged body on another charged or uncharged body. In this picture, you can see a comb which can be charged when it is rubbed with dry hair. Then it can attract small piece of paper. It is an example of non-contact force. Gravitational force. It is a force that pulls all objects towards the center of earth. It is also known as force of gravity. In picture 1, you can see an apple falling from a tree. It is due to force of gravity. In picture 2, you can see solar system. It is gravitational force or gravity which is responsible for keeping all the planets in their respective orbits around the sun.